Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coaching Corner with me, Jamila, aka the IEP Coach. Put my word down. I am so happy to see you all, and this will be the last Coaching Corner for 2025. Oh my gosh, this will be the last live Coaching Corner for 2025. We're taking a break, and then we'll be back in the new year. So welcome for tuning in. As you're coming in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know. For those of you who are new to the Coaching Corner, I am Jamila, aka the IEP Coach. I am the founder and CEO of the IEP Coach LLC. We are an education company, and we specialize in providing professional development and coaching to special education teams, teachers, and paraprofessionals so they can thrive in their roles and help keep their schools out of litigation. Okay, that is just a little bit about us. And also, we have a newsletter that we drop every single Wednesday. So make sure, I'm going to drop the link right now. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter so you'll be the first to know when the edition drops, okay? And this newsletter is specifically for our special education teachers and administrators. It gives you strategies and tips that you can use right away, all right? All right, let me drop that in the chat right now. And I hope everybody is keeping warm. It's cold over here on the East Coast. It is cold. It snowed. Oh my gosh. But hey, I'm happy. I do like the snow. It looks pretty at first, but it's not fun to drive in it. Okay? So go ahead and subscribe to this newsletter. Tonight's topic is what we're not taking into 2026. You're going to make sure you have your SPED boundaries, your systems, and your non-negotiables, okay? Because we're not taking the chaos and stress from 2025 into 2026. We're going to let it go and leave it here in 2025, all right? But before we do that, make sure you share out this live with as many people as possible. And we are streaming on all of our platforms on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. And we are going to go live on our TikTok. We started going live on TikTok as well. All right. After we finish going over this content, there will be time for questions. So if you got questions, special ed questions, IEP questions, all types, whatever question you have regarding special education, you can drop it in the comments now. And now someone from my team will make sure I address it live right here on the live. All right. So let's go ahead and share out the live right now. Share it out. All right. And as I'm telling you to share it out, I am sharing it out as well. And again, I hope you all are keeping warm because it is cold. It is very cold. All right. Here we go. Share it out. And we are streaming live on our TikTok. Let's get there now. Okay, live. Here we go. All right, let's jump right onto it. Hello, thank you for tuning in. I see you all. Let me know. Say hey, what's up? How you doing? Hello, let me know. Say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from, okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right onto it. And again, once questions come to you, feel free to drop it right there in the comments, and someone from my team will make sure that I address it on the live. All right. So welcome to the Coaching Corner. Like I said, tonight we're talking about things we are not taking into 2026 as special education professionals. No, we are not doing it. We're not doing it. Okay? We're not. All right. Everybody take a deep breath. I need you to breathe in. Oh, and breathe out. Okay? All right. Let's get into it. As I told you before, this is our last Coaching Corner of 2025. We're taking a break and then we'll be back in 2026. All right. So this is reflection night, a reset. Okay? A reset of the things that we are not taking into 2026. And honestly, look at this as a permission slip. It's your permission. You have permission. Okay? All right. So now this is the truth that we need to name, okay? Some of what exhausted SPED teachers this year, it wasn't the work, it was the lack of structure and the lack of systems. Ooh, let that sink in. Let that sink in. Okay? It wasn't the work, it was the lack of structure around the work. We normalized chaos and called it dedication. We crossed boundaries in the name of being supportive. And we accepted systems that depended on one person instead of structures, instead of utilizing the team. We survived, but survival is not the goal. It's not the goal. All right, I got a question for you guys. What drained you the most this year, the work itself or how the work was structured? What stressed you out the most this year? Was it the work or how the work was structured? Put it in the comments. What stressed you out the most this year? I'm a systems person, so listen, if there's no system, oh my gosh, it's just chaos for me. If there is no system, it's just chaos. Okay? Drop it in the comments. Which stressed you out this year? Was it the work or how the work was structured? Okay? Because like I said, I'm a systems person. I need structure. I need to know how things are going. What's the system? What's the process? Okay? Now, what we are not taking into 2026, we're going to get into that. Okay? So, the first thing, bad boundary systems. Okay? Boundaries are not just personal, they are systemic. Okay? When schools lack systems, SPED teachers are forced to compensate. So saying yes to everything, that's not collaboration, it's burnout. All right? So when they see you in the hallway, oh, Miss Bashir, do you mind doing that? Sorry, I can't. Don't say yes. Don't say yes. You already have so much on you. Don't say yes. And don't feel obligated to say yes. Boundaries without systems fail every time. Okay? So some examples of what I'm talking about. If you're like the default for everything special education at your school, everybody coming to you. You're being expected to respond instantly. You get an email or something. You're responsible for roles that were never yours. Okay? We're not taking that into 2026. No. We are setting boundaries and we are enforcing the boundaries. Okay? Something else that we're leaving in 2025, broken or non-existent systems. Lord have mercy. This is why so many special education teams are struggling in these schools. You have a non-existent system, or you have a broken system that you're not fixing. Systems should not live in someone's head. If one person leaves and everything collapses, that's a red flag. Progress monitoring without a clear system creates compliance risk. Calendars, templates, workflows, and trackers are protection, not bureaucracy. Okay? Now, if your SPED department depends on memory, it's already overwhelmed. If one person leaves your team and the team collapses, where was the structure or the systems? Like, why was everything dependent on that one person? That's not how teams and systems work. Okay? We're leaving that in 2025. No more broken systems, no more non-existent systems. All right, another thing we're leaving, no clear non-negotiables. We're leaving that in 2025. So SPED teams need clarity, not flexibility in everything. Non-negotiables protect our time, our energy, and the students. Okay, so some examples of some non-negotiables. IEPs are prepared in advance. Progress monitoring is consistent. Gen Ed teachers receive training. SPED teachers receive training. Services are delivered as it's written in the IEP. And your deadlines are tracked. You're not chasing these deadlines, okay? Enough is enough with that. So tell me something. What should have been your non-negotiable at your school but wasn't? What should have been your non-negotiable at your school but wasn't this year? Okay. What should have been your non-negotiable at your school, but wasn't? A non-negotiable. I would say, I know for me now, the first school I used to teach at, a non-negotiable would be that SPED teachers weren't working through their preps. Because when I tell you we was working through preps, we was working through preps. That should have getting our preps, having our set time to progress monitor students should have been a non-negotiable. Having our time, because we literally was squeezing that in wherever we could get it in. Now, these are things we're going to take into 2026. So these are the things we want. Okay? Stronger systems, predictable workflows, clear roles, shared responsibility, and defensible data. That's what we want, because it's going to help us to show up as the confident professionals that we are when we're having these meetings, these IEP meetings, when you're having parent meetings. Okay? Healthier boundaries. We want to take that into 2026 with us. Not everything belongs to SPED. Say it again with me. Not everything belongs to SPED. Everything is not us. It does not belong to us. All right. Collaboration does not mean overextension. That doesn't mean we're overextending and doing more than what we need. Doing more than what we are required to do. Okay. We're going to have clear non-negotiables. We're going to have clarity over chaos, structure over scrambling, support over survival. Okay. We are not running around like with our, you ever hear the saying, you run around like your head's cut off. You just running around not knowing what to, no. I see too many SPED teams doing that, and enough is enough with that. Enough is enough with that. Enough. Okay. So we're not walking into 2026 the same way we walked into 2025. Okay. You are not failing. You are navigating systems that were never designed to support you. Okay. Understand that you're not failing. You're just working in a system that's not set up for you to thrive. It's not set up. You're not set up for success. Okay. You're just not set up for success. And as we move into 2026, I want you to think about one thing you are not carrying with you. I want you to name it. I want you to claim it and leave it here. Okay. So think about one thing you are not carrying into 2026 with you. Name that thing. If naming that thing is, okay, I am not working once I leave my school. I am not doing paperwork once I leave my school. I'm done checking emails at 4:00, or I'm done checking emails at 5:00. Hey, I'm going to stay until 4 or 5 o'clock one day a week. Perhaps you want to tutor students. You might want to do that. You're not going to be doing it every day or think you have to do it every day. It took me a while to say, you know what? Once I leave work, my work bag is staying at the door, and it's not coming, and I'm not going to open up that bag again until I get back to work. I started to really, really embody tomorrow is a new day. I didn't finish this today. It's going to get done tomorrow. And you got to name that thing that you're not taking into 2026. If you're not taking in, like, name that thing. I don't know what it is for you. Whatever it is for you, name it. Okay? Claim it and then leave it here. Okay? Does anybody have questions? Questions. Your questions can be about what we just talked about, or you can just, if you have a SPED question, feel free to ask it. If you're a teacher, you're a SPED teacher on here, feel free to ask whatever question you have. Let's see any questions. Let's see if we got any questions. Let me check. Let me check Instagram, see if we have any questions. Okay. And it's okay if they come to you later. Alrighty. Okay. I don't think we have any questions, but it has been great going live with you every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do the Coaching Corner. We will continue going live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the new year. But like I said, this is our last Coaching Corner for 2025. We're looking forward to continuing to support SPED teams and SPED teams in your school and your charter schools. We're looking forward to continuing our work, setting up systems for your SPED teams so your school can stay out of litigation and your SPED teams can thrive. Okay. For those of you who are new to the IEP Coach, I'm a former special education teacher and a special education supervisor, and I've worked in special education for 20 years now. So it is very near and dear to me. And if you see that picture right there and the up right here, that is my younger sister, Asia. She's the reason why I went into this field of special education. She has an intellectual disability, and she's my reminder of why I do this work. Okay. And if you want to read about our story, you can go to our website because of her, and you can purchase the book because of her. All right. But yes, we enjoy this work. So if there are no questions, please remember, what is that thing that you are not going to take in 2025? Name it, claim it, and leave it here. What's that non-negotiable you're not taking? Like what's that thing that you need to leave here because you need to start fresh once 2026 comes? Okay. So everyone have a safe, enjoyous time with your families. I know some people are on winter break and things like that. Please enjoy it. Enjoy your time. All my SPED teachers, shout out to you all, please. And administrators and related service providers, get some well-needed rest. Shout out to the parents. Get some well-needed rest. Okay. It really takes a village. It takes all of us working together to make sure that our students can thrive, whether they are a general education student or a special education student. Every student deserves to be properly supported and serviced. Okay. So have a safe winter break. Remember, be kind to yourself. Remember your capacity. Don't push past capacity, because when you do, that's when you get burnt out, and that's not what we want. Okay. So be safe and enjoy your break. And we will see you all in the new year. Peace.